All right. In the previous recordings, you actually got to understand the differences between the VIP pool and the green pool, and of course, the gold pool. So you understood the differences that exist between the VIP, the green pool, and of course, the gold pool. So those are the three main pools that you can actually choose to belong to by simply purchasing what we call split contracts or by simply owning shares. Remember, these daily payments are going to be on for 100 years and above. Imagine you belonging to these three pools, for instance, or going in for the gold pool, knowing the advantages that the gold pool has. Because if you invest anything inside the gold pool, especially at the beginning, trust me, in a maximum of, let's say, 1 month, highest 2 months, you should be able to get what you actually invested inside. It is very possible. Very, very possible. If it takes too long, it should be 2 months for you to recover everything. Then every other thing you'll be making out of that pool will just be benefits. And you will keep making those benefits daily for the next 100 years and above. Same thing applies to any of these other pools, except the business pool, which I'm going to be talking about in a short while. So with a VIP pool, you earn what we call passive income. Green pool, passive income. Gold pool, passive income. Green pool, like I said, is meant for the common person or those referred to as customers. Gold pool, particularly for investors, those who can refer to as the big boys in the market. So if you really have enough money, it is advantageous for you to belong to the gold pool. That one will fetch you a lot of money over a very short space of time. That doesn't mean a customer cannot be a member of the gold pool. No, that's not what it means. It means that you can actually get started as a green pool member or a customer and eventually accumulate your ultimate tokens or your earnings from the green pool. Once the earnings are sufficient enough to make you purchase a package inside the gold pool, automatically you can use that and you find yourself inside the gold pool and you eventually make yourself a big boy. And you can continue in that life. So you can always get started from somewhere and gradually you can move to any other pool depending on the analysis you have made, depending on how you want to be earning. Now, all what I've been explaining all along in the previous recordings has to do with people who are just investing. They are just out to invest their money, means the resources that they already have. Whether they are investing in the green pool, in the VIP pool, or in the gold pool, they are just investing as individuals. But again, this business has a network marketing component associated to it. What if you choose to become a networker in this system? Now, if you choose to become a networker in this system, then there is another pool, which is called a business pool, which is reserved exclusively for networkers. If you are not a networker, then you can never be a part of this business pool. It means that you can never benefit from anything out of this business pool. It's impossible. Because in this business pool, we don't buy shares. You cannot buy shares in this business pool. You can buy shares in the VIP pool, the green pool, and of course the gold pool. But you can't buy shares inside the business pool. Take note of that. But that does not mean that the business pool does not have shares. It has shares, but the shares of the business pool are not for sale. You can only earn them, means that you can only receive them as a gift. You can only receive them as a gift from the company. And for you to receive them as a gift from the company, you need to be a networker. What does that mean? Means that when you refer somebody, if you refer somebody and the person joins the business and buys a particular package, when I say buy a package, means that buy a share with any of these pools, these three pools, any of them. When you buy shares with any of these three pools, and when I say shares or when I say splits, I'm referring to the combination of the split license and the split contracts. There are two things. So you can watch the other videos where we're actually talking about the procedure on how to purchase these shares. So the procedure will specify the purchase of the split license, the purchase of the split contract, and so on. So here, before watching these videos, I assume that you've watched those other videos on the, how to go about the purchases. If not, please, I recommend that you go and you watch those video recordings. It's very important. So here, like I said, once you recommend somebody and the person purchases a package, now it's going to depend on the type of package that the person has purchased. Now you have what we call smaller packages and the bigger packages, depending also on the pool where you are. Now let us go back to the VIP pool. Or the green pool. Let me take the green pool, for instance. The green pool has several licenses inside, or several packages. You have the light package, which is the smallest package. You have the light package, you have the air package, you have the starter, you have basic, you have medium, you have plus, you have premium, you have diamond, you have executive, and so on. But now, if you recommend somebody and the person joins the business and purchases, let's say the light package or the air package or the starter package, those are the three smallest packages in the system. Anybody who purchases under you any of these three small packages or smaller packages, then your referral commission will be paid to you in terms of Ultima tokens. You will receive referral commission payments in Ultima tokens. But if the person purchases the package from the rank of diamond, from the rank of basic upwards, means that the person is either in the green pool or in the gold pool, because the smallest package even in the gold pool is basic. Basic is the smallest package in this gold. You also have the gold in the green pool, but the green pool has smaller packages below gold, so below a basic, sorry. For instance, you have the air, which are the light, air, and the starter, which I just mentioned. Those are smaller packages. So anybody in the green pool who purchases any of those smaller packages, you, the person who is expecting a referral commission from the purchases of those people, you will receive those commissions paid to you in terms of Ultima tokens. But if the package bought in here is, for instance, from the basic package upward, then your referral commission that you're going to receive will be in terms of business splits. Means they are going to pay you business splits. Those are the splits that belong to this pool. Means that instead of giving you Ultima tokens directly, they'll rather give you splits in this particular pool, whereby through those splits, you are going to be benefiting a fraction out of the same daily release that this pool is going to be releasing. That is remarkable. That is so powerful. What does that mean? Remember, when you receive commissions in Ultima tokens, that one is like a one-time gift that you receive from the company. For instance, let's say you receive 0.5 Ultima tokens. It's just an example I'm taking. Because somebody purchased a starter package under you, you receive a one-time commission of 0.5 Ultima tokens. Once you spend those Ultima tokens, that's all. It means that you are done. You will never have 0.5 Ultima tokens again as a result of the fact that that person did that purchase, unless the person has to do another purchase. So once you receive a one-time commission in Ultima token, that is all. If you spend it, that is all, it's gone. But now, when you receive commissions in terms of business splits, a business split simply means instead of you receiving a bonus in terms of Ultima tokens, they are rather giving you a bonus in terms of shares. They give you shares instead. But those shares belong to what? To the business pool, which means that through those shares, you also be participating in the daily release of the Ultima tokens from this business pool, which means that through those business splits that you get, through those shares that you have gotten as a result of the commission you earn from the person who purchased the basic package or upward, you will be receiving those benefits like that every day for the next 100 years and above. So what does that tell you? That tells you that if you do intensive network marketing now, and you are bringing people who are joining your team, and they're buying such packages, and those packages are fetching for you business splits, as many business splits as possible that you get, that is how much you're also going to be making in terms of daily releases out of the business pool. It means that you automatically own shares inside this business pool, which will be fetching more Ultima tokens for you also daily for the next 100 years and above. What else will you be asking for? What else would you want? That means you can sacrifice all the energy you have in you, everything you have in you now, to build up a very powerful team. Then as you qualify for ranks also, when you qualify for each rank, instead of giving you a rank bonus in Ultima tokens, they will give you a rank bonus in business splits that will further give you shares inside the business pool. And through those shares, you'll be receiving payment daily also for the next 100 years and above. So imagine somebody who is a networker. Not only have you probably invested in the green pool and maybe in the gold pool also, but as a networker, you are equally getting what business please through which you are also going to be paid. Which means that in the system, you can actually get paid through the green pool, the gold pool, and the business pool. And please make no mistakes again, like I've said before. Make no mistakes to think that because you are receiving payment from the green pool, the gold pool, and maybe from the business pool, it simply means that at some point, we are going to have a market saturated with so many Ultima tokens. That the market will be saturated with so many Ultima tokens because there are payments coming out from green, coming out from gold, and coming out from business. No. Remember, everything that you are receiving from here, everything is part of this 51.84 that came into being for the first time. This is the only person that is supplying the market with something new. Every other person here, the supply that is going to the market is what had already been existing in the system before. They are just recycling it and passing it through you. But the beauty in it is the fact that many people who want to belong to this gold pool will need to buy shares. Just like those who want to belong to the green pool, they need to buy shares. And you cannot buy shares without making use of what? Ultima tokens. So imagine 10,000 people who want to own shares in here. All of these 10,000 people will need what? Ultima tokens. They will go looking for Ultima tokens, maybe on the exchange market. They will go and gather everything from the exchange market, put inside these pools here. The pool will hold all of those Ultima tokens hostage for 50 years. And the only quantity that will be coming out of each pool is just what? 51.84. Imagine a small quantity coming out against a huge quantity that people have rallied from left to right to lock inside that pool. And it's a pool that decides the quantity that comes out. Remember, we are going to have our first halving in a couple of weeks. Let me not say in a couple of weeks, in a couple of days. The first halving is going to take place, meaning that what? This 51.84 Ultima tokens daily release is not going to be like this continuously till the kingdom come. No. After every 12 months, this quantity is going to be reduced by half. Means that we will divide this to like what is about to happen in a number of days. We are going to have our first halving. Meaning that each of these pools will be releasing what? Just 51.84 divided by 2, which will be around about 25 Ultima tokens that will be coming out of the system or out of each pool every day. What does that tell you again, further? It simply tells you that if by now we are having 51.84 that are getting into wallets, from where part of it is sent to either this pool or to this pool, and maybe part is sent to the exchange market. What if the moment comes when this one is reduced by half, means that we have just 25 Ultima tokens that are coming out of here, this VIP pool for the first time. Out of that 25 point something, part of it will be sent to the exchange, part will be sent here by people who want to buy shares in the green pool, part will be sent here by people who want to buy shares in the gold pool, which means that in essence, the final quantity that will be left on the exchange market will be smaller again. Very, very small, which means supply to the market is further reduced against what? An ever-increasing demand. The question here is, why will people even be demanding for this Ultima token? Very important. What will people need Ultima tokens for? Because if there's nothing you can use your Ultima tokens to do, then there's definitely no need why you have to be looking for it. People can only look for something called money if there is something they can use that money to do, either to buy or to pay, like for a service render. That is why our company has developed a huge ecosystem around this Ultima token to give it more value. For instance, we have products and services that have been built around this Ultima token. Notably, we have our Ultima debit card, a cryptocurrency ATM card that can host up to 8 different cryptocurrencies, notably USDT, Bitcoin Cash. You can also load Ethereum inside. You can load the EOS inside. You can load the Ripple also inside. Up to a total of 8 mainstream cryptocurrencies that can be loaded on that card. And once you load any of these cryptocurrencies on that card, just do yourself the favor of locating the nearest ATM machine to you, slot the card inside, and the card is going to give you the currency equivalence of the cryptocurrencies you loaded on the card in terms of the currency used in the country where you are doing the transaction. And of course, this card is, in fact, it is functioning in more than 120 different countries around the world right now as we speak. And the card is issued by the MasterCard company. It's a master debit card that can host up to 8 cryptocurrencies. And that you can load any of these 8 cryptocurrencies on it, or all of them at once, and then you withdraw their fiat equivalencies from any ATM terminal. That's exactly what I'm saying. Then with fiat currencies, you can load up to 5 different international fiat currencies on it, notably the US dollar, the euros, the Great British Pound, Japanese yen, and the Japanese yuan and the Chinese yen that you can actually load on this card. So the card takes a total of 13 different currencies, with 8 of them being in the crypto space. And we are the only, in fact, this is the only company in the world that has a debit card, a crypto debit card that has this characteristic. There is no other company anywhere else in the world. You can do your own findings on your own. Because I know some people start talking of crypto.com that has a card. The cards of crypto.com, just like Binance cards, do not have these characteristics. Then the daily withdrawals per day are just, in fact, you don't even want to think about that. How much you can do as a transaction in a day for each of those cards. No other ATM card in the world has those daily limit of withdrawals, monthly limit of withdrawals. None. So if you want to get more details on that particular card, do well also to watch the video which I've done doing this analysis on that particular debit card. It's very important. So what does this tell you? That some people, instead of taking their own Ultima tokens to the exchange, they will rather transfer the Ultima tokens onto that debit card and then go directly to the ATM machine and withdraw. Which means the quantity that goes to this exchange market further reduces. So the supply to the market is reducing against an ever-increasing demand. So people can already use the Ultima tokens in that direction. That is not all. We have what we call our cars program, where people can actually get to buy cars through our cashback voucher program. Means that through our cashback voucher program, you can actually get to buy a car using a voucher which is bought using this Ultima token, and then 50% of the cost of that car will be returned to you. That's what we call a 50% cashback. So you buy a car 100%, then 50% out of that 100% is given back to you in terms of the same Ultima token, but it's given back to you over a period of 12 months. Means that they will calculate 50% of what you have purchased or what you have spent to purchase the car. 50% of it will be divided into 12 parts, and you'll be getting each of those parts every month till you end up having the entire 50% of the total 100% of the amount of money you spent to purchase that car through a voucher program. Not just cars. Same thing with the real estate program. You can actually get to buy houses, buy lands, you know, with a 50% cashback. But you can only get to purchase these houses, lands, or the cars, like I just mentioned, using what? Ultima tokens. Means that you are doing those purchases through the website of the company. And when you use the website of the company to purchase those things, the company gives you back 50% in terms of its currency, which you can actually make use of it the way you want. We also have a travel program, whereby those who are fond of traveling from one part of the world to another, you can actually get to purchase a flight ticket, and you get to benefit up to a 90% discount on the purchase of that flight ticket, on condition that you purchase the flight ticket also using what? Ultima tokens. And of course, we have a website where that also can be done, even though it has not gone operational yet, but that is going to go operational very soon. We have a crowdfunding system where people can get to launch their own projects, raise funds on our crowdfunding system to be able to sponsor their projects. We have gaming platforms where people can actually, you know, enjoy their leisure time by playing games. You play games, each time you play a game you win, you get compensated with what? With fractions of Ultima tokens. See how people make money freely, even when they are enjoying themselves, playing games. You play games, you win, you make money for yourself. It's as simple as that. There are so many other products that are coming into being. And all of these products, to benefit from these products, you need to make use of what? Ultima tokens. So that tells you that even if it's somebody who is not interested in cryptocurrencies as a whole, just knowing fully well that there is this car that I can buy. And if I purchase a car, for instance, for $100,000, I have the possibility to get $50,000 back because I'm going to purchase the car for $100,000 through the website of this company. You will use your $100,000, buy Ultima tokens with the $100,000. So the equivalence of $100,000 in Ultima tokens is what you are going to make use of to purchase the car through the website of the company. And once that car is purchased, over a period of 12 months, $50,000 will be given back to you over the purchase of that car. They will return 50%, meaning $50,000 will come back to you. But that $50,000 will come back to you over a time frame of 12 months, meaning divide $50,000 by 12 months. Every month, you will get that fraction that is coming back to you in terms of Ultima tokens. Every month, you are getting everything back. That's what we refer to as 50% cash back. So you see that if there is nobody who will hear of this kind of a thing and will not want to take advantage of it, even if it's somebody who is not interested in cryptocurrency, just the fact that the person can buy something and get 50% of the cost back, the person will be interested. And the only condition is that you will bring your own normal money. You will have to use it and buy what? The Ultima token itself. You don't need to understand how the Ultima token works, what is particular with the Ultima. Just convert your money to that Ultima token, use it, purchase what it is you are purchasing, start waiting for your 50% return, which is coming back to you. When that happens, what do you think the company has done? That is demand that they have created on the Ultima token. Many people will start rushing out to look for this Ultima token. Why? Because they want to benefit from this 50% cashback. That is demand that is created on this particular Ultima token. That means the price also is going to move upward. So you see the way the company has diversified the various possibilities of people getting to make use of their Ultima tokens, rather than always concentrating on collecting all Ultima tokens and taking them to where? To the exchange market that can easily saturate the market. So we are creating what? Scarcity of the Ultima tokens in the market, which is going to play in the favor of the community through what? Through a price growth. It's as simple as that. So you need to understand all of this. That is why you must not joke around with this, especially if you are a networker. This is where you need to make so much money for yourself, meaning that if you deploy all the energy that you have to build a team, you are growing, earning commissions in terms of business splits, qualifying for ranks, earning commissions. In fact, the compensation plan in this business is mouth-watering. If you also watch my video in which I'm doing analysis on the compensation plan, then trust me, you're going to be so amazed. So you can deploy this amount of energy once to build a team and go very far up. Once you get to a certain level, you can now retire from network marketing, knowing fully well that all the business splits you have made out of your network marketing activities. Even if you decide not to network or you want to leave the company even completely, you will still continue to be receiving payments daily through your business splits. Even if your team members now even decide to abandon the business or to leave you, you have nothing again to worry about, because your business splits, which you got through the network marketing, will continue to fetch you daily payments like that for more than 100 years. So you go on retirement and your account is still paying you constantly, even when you eventually pass on. Your next of kin is going to continue benefiting from your accounts because you already did a one-time amount of work. But remember, this one is only optional for those who are doing the network marketing part, who want to get business splits. If you just want to invest as a simple investor or a simple customer, go to the green pool. Don't network. Don't recommend the business to anybody. It's okay. Or you stay in the gold pool. Don't network. Don't recommend to anybody. You will still be making your daily returns. It's as simple as that. So the business pool is for people who are doing network marketing. So that's an extra place of compensation for these people who are helping the company to expand its community, because the company also needs a community. The community is also important. It also acts as a factor that determines also the price of the currency. So I guess with this, somebody has actually understood what there is to understand with this particular business. So the various advantages are the ones I have just mentioned from the red pool. Now, if you want to ask me which pool is better for somebody to get started with, as a matter of fact, for me, it's not a financial advice though. I'm not giving a financial advice to anybody. But for me, from my own analysis, the best pool that anybody should be targeting right now is the gold pool. The gold pool should be the first pool on your mind. Because since it's about to get started, those who will be in this gold pool at the beginnings will make a lot of money, because not everybody will be able to join it. because like I said, the minimum to enter there is 2,200 euros. Secondly, you have the green pool, which is a good pool, especially for customers, those who don't have so much money to get started and who want to enjoy the benefits of, this particular Ultima token. The green pool is good. Now you have the business pool, is also good for somebody who says even the little amount of money that is expected for someone to get started with, such a person probably doesn't even have. Then what do? Engage in the network marketing aspect of it. Simply recommend a business to other people. Once they join, they will pay you commissions. And you can eventually earn either Ultima tokens or business splits from those commissions, which you can now make use of them to get started in the business. And from there, you might eventually grow to be an owner of shares in the gold pool, the green pool, and eventually in the red pool. So the least pool that anybody should actually even be looking at this point is the red pool, because the red pool is already saturated to an extent. And the one thing I need to mention before anybody goes, feeling happy, excited with the business, losing sight on it, is the fact that the gold pool is going to have just a maximum of 1 million shares. Only 1 million shares shall be available in the gold pool. What does that mean? That means that if 1 million shares have been bought in the gold pool, that is all. They will stop selling shares in the gold pool. Means you will never be able to buy shares again in the gold pool. So it's not like they will continue selling shares till their kingdom come. Same thing with the green pool. There's a maximum number of shares that the company is selling. Once those number of shares have been bought, that is all. The company stops the sales of the shares. If you're interested in the token, you can only go and buy from those who are selling the share, or rather selling the tokens on the market. It is also possible for you to sell off your own shares to another person. Assuming that you bought, let's say, 20 shares. At some point, you might think that the shares have given you too much money. You're no longer interested in having much money. You can decide to sell some of your shares to another person. Or you donate some of your shares to some other person. Or do whatever it is you want to do with their shares. So it is that flexible. So the choice is actually yours to make. So like I said, you can earn commissions either in terms of Ultima tokens, which you can possibly have only through the purchase of smaller packages. And for bigger packages, you get to earn what? You get to earn business splits. And those business splits will be paying you daily for the next 100 years and above. So like I said, the various strategies to reduce the saturation of the market with Ultima tokens. First, diversifying the possibility of making use of the Ultima tokens. For instance, through our Ultima debit card, through our crowdfunding program, through our cars program, through our 50% cashback vouchers. And those cashback vouchers are not only for cars. You have even vouchers for Amazon. You can purchase Amazon vouchers from our website through our 50% cashback. Then most importantly, those of you who are in the habit of purchasing cryptocurrencies like USDTs, BTC, and so on, instead of you carrying your money to go and purchase USDTs or whichever currency directly on Binance, for instance, rather use the money, buy a voucher, buy a cashback voucher from our website. And through that cashback voucher, you eventually be getting, in fact, you will get the money from that voucher, which will permit you buy the same cryptocurrency that you are interested in. And then 50% of that amount which you spend to buy that voucher will come back to you again over a period of 12 months, which is a very big advantage. But if you go directly to the exchange like Binance to buy USDTs, the amount of money you are spending to buy the USDTs comes to you. In fact, you don't get it back as you bought the USDT, that's all. But if you use that money, bought a voucher from our website, now use the voucher to actually buy the USDTs, which you actually want, you are still going to get 50% returned to you from the purchase of that voucher. I think that makes even a lot of sense to anybody who has, who has an open mind to understand that this is actually where he or she is supposed to belong. So instead of going to do direct purchases like that, pass through our system. You only be expected to convert your money first to Ultima tokens. Then from the Ultima tokens, you eventually get what it is you want. And then you have a 50% return to you on it. So there are so many other products also on that our marketplace where people will be able to get making use of Ultima tokens. Same thing. People will be able to buy products from Amazon, Alibaba, eBay, Shopify, Taobao, and the rest. Doing those purchases using what? Ultima tokens. As simple as that. So there are many other products that are also in development. So many things, powerful products and services that the company is putting in place. It's just a matter of time, and you start seeing. Once all of these, in fact, all of these components go operational, it means that there will be a high level of activities taking place using Ultima tokens. What does that tell you? Meaning that the demand for the Ultima token will be so huge. Remember, our Ultima token supply is just 100,000. There shall exist only 100,000 Ultima tokens, so that shall exist in the world. Only 100,000. Only 100,000. And the community of this company, as of now, we have a community that is beyond 2 million, which means that just members of this community, even if we were to share 100,000 tokens of these Ultima tokens to the community members, means that not even a single person will be able to have up to 1 full Ultima tokens. Yet the community is still growing. Yet we have even people who are not members of our community who will be needing the same Ultima tokens. What do you think will happen to the price? The price is going to shoot and go very far. We are in the year of the bull run. The bull run is just a couple of months away. Think of what is going to happen to the price of this Ultima token. That is why you must engage right now. You must not lose sight of this particular gold pool in particular. Gold pool, the green pool, the business pool, and of course, the VIP pool. But please, none of this is a financial advice. Take it from me. This, in cryptocurrency, just like in any other business, anything is possible. Anything is possible. So what I'm saying in this video by no means constitutes a financial advice. I am only sharing some information with you for you to absorb, do your own analysis, and then take the decisions for yourself. And most importantly, please, never you take a loan from the bank or wherever to invest in any online business. Not just in cryptocurrency, any business online. Never you take a loan from anywhere to invest in it unless you are ready to face the outcome, because it's 50-50% chances. But again, what actually gives me some degree of assurance, fact, up to about 80% degree of assurance for me, that's to me, 80% of assurance with this particular Ultima business decentralized finance system is the fact that we have been existing. In fact, this company has been existing since 2016. So how many years is this company in existence in the market? You can do the mathematics for yourself. The company has accreditation to exist officially in some nations around the world. Big nations in the world. The headquarters of the company is in Germany, as most of you already know. With how many years of existence in the market? With a CEO who is a technocrat, a no-nonsense person, especially in the domain of digital currencies. He is an expert, one of the, in fact, the finest brains in the domain of blockchain technology that we have in this world, Alex Reinhardt. You can go and do your findings on him. He's an expert when it comes to startup projects. So we are dealing with somebody who understands the terrain very well. And so for him to have been able to put in place a product like this with this number of strategies put behind to push the value of a cryptocurrency upward, this is not something you should take lightly. This is not something you should joke with. So please, after watching this video, you need to take action as soon as possible. Simply get to whoever forwarded this video to you or whoever spoke to you about this business. Let the person give you a referral link so that you can sign up immediately. Or if you want to get more assistance from the person, or you want to get more information or details, or maybe you have some questions you want to ask, make sure you get to whoever spoke to you about the business, or you get to attend our regular Zoom or webinar sessions that we organize. You'll be able to ask such questions directly to whoever the host of such presentations will be. So it's absolutely important. You can equally inbox me. And we'll be able to have a one-on-one. And of course, you can get started. So with that said, I hope the information was actually useful enough and that you are going to swing immediately into action. So with that said, thanks so much for watching. Ultima Token, the time is now. Let's move on, guys.